Boys, we just saw the featherweight title fight last week. Ilia Topuria, Max Holloway. Of course, as you can see, we have another tier list going on here. Every single top 15 featherweight versus the champion Ilia Topuria. How excited would I be on a scale of S tier all the way down to C tier? Now, am I going to take into consideration, have they fought already? What was the outcome? Stylistically, is it going to be a fun matchup? Pretty much. I'm just going to be ranking on whether I think it's going to be a fun build-up. How excited am I going to be if this gets announced as the next title fight for Ilia Topuria? Not taking into consideration ranking and all that stuff. Just stylistically wise, how fun is that matchup going to be? It doesn't matter if he's ranked number 15th, coming off like 3 back-to-back losses. Is it going to be a fun matchup? I'm probably going to rank him up higher than someone who's like, undefeated, but just very, very boring. With that being said, as you can see, we still got the champion, Ilia Topuria. These are every single top 15 fighters in featherweight. Just in a random order to start off, Yair Rodriguez. First off, before this video even begins, I don't know of many people, if any, in the top 15 beats Ilia, which is crazy to say, but Yair Rodriguez, I don't know where to put him. Maybe A tier. I think it could be a fun matchup while it lasts. I think the first round could cause a lot of problems for Ilia Topuria. Pretty much, I think anyone who fights Ilia Topuria, it's first round or bust. You need to have an amazing first round, catch him while he's still dry, catch him while he's still not fully on, because he just gets better and better as the time goes on. He gets his timing right, he gets his footwork better, he finds that shot. So if anyone has a chance to beat Ilia Topuria, it has to be first round or bust. That's why I think it'd be a fun matchup for Yair. Again, would it be fair to give Yair the next title shot? Absolutely not. But stylistically wise and just build up and just the fight itself, I think it'd be fun. I still think Topuria, flatlines this guy. Go down. Arnold Allen is one of the guys that's, he doesn't like to promote himself that much. That's why it's hard to get behind Arnold Allen. He is a fun fighter. Is it gonna be better than, a Yair Rodriguez? I don't think so. If this is announced right now, how excited am I? Not really. I think I'm gonna be more excited just to see, what kind of finish Ilia Topuria is going to have on Arnold Allen, to be honest. But yeah, it is what it is. There's going to be some very surprising hot takes here, but Aljamain Sterling, I know a lot of people hate Aljamain Sterling. I never really hated this guy. I think it's fun having him in the mix. If he goes out here and beats Evloev, I'm excited to see Sterling try to get, the featherweight belt, try to be a double champ. I know there's some backstory, he's friends with Maral, but Ilya's also friends with Maral, but it's a little bit of weirdness going on there. Plus, I think Sterling can, test the grappling of someone like an Ilia, but I think Ilia can also flatline this boy, to be honest. But right now, it's one of the more exciting guys I could put here. Is he going on? T-City, where do I don't know if he's even going to be in featherweight anymore. I think he's going to drop up, I guess, into lightweight. But where would I put him? Someone like a Max Holloway who has a really good chin, but not that much of a striker, more of a ground guy. I think it would be a fun matchup. T-City is a very underrated guy in this featherweight division. One of the best featherweights in this entire division. One of the best fighters to never win a belt. I'll put him above Yair Rodriguez. It's going to take a lot for me to put someone in S tier. Going down to Volkanovski. I love the boy Volkanovski, he's like my favorite fighter. I don't want to see this boy get flatlined again, though. That's the issue. However, I know a lot of people are like, yeah, give it to Diego Lopez. Diego Lopez deserves it. Have we forgotten who Volkanovski is? Yes, he's coming off back-to-back losses, both knockout losses, but this guy took like 3 months to fight Ilia Topuria after getting head kicked by Islam. I'm just saying, like a year off Alexander Volkanovski, able to recover. Yes, he's a little bit older. I might be buying into the propaganda of the Alex Volkanovski in like the UFC, but I'm excited to see the rematch. Am I excited for the outcome? No, because I do think, Ilia probably knocks him out too. But I think it's hopium, because there's a sliver of hope that Volkanovski can get it done over to Topuria. But I don't know. I think Topuria might go down as the featherweight GOAT and one of the best fighters in the UFC. I could see him being a top 5 all-time fighter when it's all said and done. I could see him becoming a double champ, to be honest. But right now, I think it's straight up hopium and a huge bias because of how much of a fan I am of Volkanovski. I'm keeping it at S tier though because it's my video, so it is what it is. We got Bryce Mitchell. We already seen this fight, you know. And to be honest, I'll put him above. No, I can't put him above Arnold Allen, to be honest. Even though Bryce Mitchell said he was sick into that fight, I might even have to put it at C tier. Like right now, I'll have to put it at C tier. Another C tier guy, you know, Calvin Kattar, on a huge decline in his career right now. Hasn't looked good in a minute. A good gatekeeper, but just hasn't looked that great. And stylistic, I just think Topuria is better everywhere. I think Topuria knocks him out in the first round. Dan Ige, I think there could be a fun build-up with Dan Ige, but at the same time, you know, I know that Ilia Topuria is just better everywhere, unfortunately, but you know, everyone likes Dan Ige. I think it'd be a fun build-up. I'm not talking about is it a justified title shot. I'm just talking about if these guys were to fight right now, how excited are you to watch that fight? Dan Ige, I think it'd be a fun matchup as long as it lasts. I don't think it's lasting very long, but I'll give him some respect for some Dan Ige. Let's go down. But now we got the best one on this list, in my opinion, Diego Lopez. Diego Lopez is the fight I'm looking forward to the most title-wise in that featherweight division. Arguably, you know, I would like to see Ilia Topuria versus Makhachev because, to be honest, a lot of people have been saying this, but I agree with what a lot of these guys are saying, that I think Ilia Topuria is a terrible matchup for Islam Makhachev, and I can see him getting it done. But Diego Lopez, out of all the featherweights, I'm most excited to see that one next. Maybe, should I just move all these guys down to A tier and keep Diego Lopez as an S tier? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if that's what you guys want to see next time. Have only one S tier fighter, but for right now, we're going to keep it like this. Giga, very similar, I think, to the Yair Rodriguez, like dynamic-wise, but he's just falling off hard. I'll put him above Arnold Allen, but I think he's on a huge decline in his career, much like Edson Barboza. Barboza I'll keep in B tier, but falling off hard, to be honest. Josh Emmett, we saw what happened with Josh Emmett. He got his ass kicked for 5 rounds straight, just a non-stop beating. Right now, yes, he's coming off that terrible KO on Bryce Mitchell, made him having like a seizure in the octagon, but he's gonna have like a big impressive winning streak for me to have any interest in watching that, just because how dominantly Ilya beat that guy. Let's go down. Lerone Murphy, probably I would keep him at the top of A. I don't think I'd put him quite at S tier just yet, but top of A. It's crazy seeing Aljamain Sterling here, but I know a lot of people are going to be pissed about that, but low-key, you know, I don't see why a lot of people are hating Aljamain so much, but I'm having him up here. Let's go down. Max Holloway. I mean, it's always going to be fun having Max Holloway there. It's just so sad. I mean, I don't think it's going to be sad if we see him rematch and get knocked out again, because the shock of it happening the first time is gone, but yeah, an S tier one. Maybe he was having so much success until he wasn't. That's the only issue. Do I keep him at S tier though? Like if I have Volk there, I have to have Max there as well, right? I think I just have to. I'm gonna keep him S tier, but honestly, it's so hard to rate these guys because I have a lot of bias for a good portion of these fighters. Let's go down. Evloev, you know, if whoever wins between these two can go in this S tier, other than that, the loser can go bottom of A tier. So if Evloev beats Sterling in their upcoming fight, just switch these two around. That's my list. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of this list? So for me, my most anticipated, the one I would want to see the most, Diego Lopez. The one I couldn't care about the most, Bryce Mitchell. Let me know in the comments below what's your most anticipated and your least anticipated. And yeah, I noticed we've been doing a bunch of tier list videos this week. I'm not trying to make that the entire only like focus point, the only kind of content. I don't know. It's just how the schedule worked out for this week. A lot of tier lists, a heavy tier list focus week, but I hope you guys are enjoying it. I noticed that, you know, tier lists are one of the things that gets the most amount of engagement on this channel. So if you guys are enjoying that, leave a like on this video and subscribe. And quickly look at this, because 99% of you guys just watch this shit for free. And all I'm asking is, you know, your boy is on that goal to get to 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you never miss any of these rare videos. And yeah, there's really not that much else left to say, except for I will see you guys in my next video.